Welcome, Raider families, to Open House 2020 style. Right, this is my classroom here, corner of the basement, but it's really working out okay, and I've been enjoying the drive to work every day, which is climbing down the stairs. Anyways, this is just going to be a quick tour of the Canvas classroom that I am running. Canvas is the program that we are using for students and teachers to kind of communicate and and access the different things that we need to do. So I'm going to show you kind of the lowdown of Canvas. This is for my astronomy course and for my earth science class because both courses are run through Canvas. The examples I'm going to show you are going to be from my earth science Canvas page, but shockingly, my astronomy one looks very, very similar. Okay, so I am now going to minimize my face. And by the way, one of my biggest complaints of online teaching is that I have to stare at my face all day. Okay, never before in my teaching career have I had to stare at my face, all right, the entire time. So there are a few students that frequently turn their cameras on, and I have to tell you, I am so thankful for them because then I get to see somebody else's face, and that is better. That is better. So thank you to those students. Anyways, I'm going to minimize my face. Whew, that was nice. Okay. All right. So here we are. This is my Canvas classroom. This is the home page. All right. This is pretty much what students see when they come to my homepage. This is the teacher version of it, but it's still pretty comparable. The left-hand menu, all these little blue links, is where they're going to access quite a bit of the information they need. The students have a to-do list over here, just like the teacher does. Right, and for me, this to-do list means that I got one assignment here that somebody just submitted, and I have to grade it. I got two for this and one for that. So it tells me what I have to do. Students, it'll show them what activities they have not submitted yet. So one of the first things I should always check is their to-do list in Canvas homepage. Announcements are always posted up here at the top. Canvas will always keep the three most recent announcements unless the students erase them. I erased the previous two just so we had one announcement up there, but I post an announcement every Sunday night. I have my weekly agenda attached, and I have reminders that we are going to meet on Canvas for our live sessions. But I also have a Google Meets running in the background for students that are having a hard time connecting to Canvas because it can be a little tricky sometimes. So there's multiple ways that they can access my live session, not just through Canvas, but also through Google Meets. So I'll continue to do that until I'm confident that Canvas can provide live sessions for all students every time. All right, so I'll have that running in the background. So let's take a look at all the goodies over here. So when students have a live session, I will invite them roughly 15 minutes before the class starts. So they should get a notification in their email if they set their notifications. You do need to go on to Canvas and change your notification settings to make sure you're getting notifications when teachers send out announcements and stuff like that. It'll send it to their email and all sorts of good stuff like that. So anyways, every day I do that 15 minutes before the class starts. I send them an invite. They then log into Canvas and they go to the conferences section of Canvas. And here we are. All right, here's the conference section. The conference that we're going to have, the next class will be under a new conference. So that's where they'll access the big blue button, which is not nearly as big as the name suggests. So that's one particular place they can find the video, the live sessions. Also, they can directly access it from the notification that they receive from me. So they don't have to go all the way through all these hoops. When we are done with our live sessions, I record all of our live sessions. And they automatically get put in here in concluded conferences. All right, so here's my 4th hour from last week, right? They're 90 minutes long, okay? And spoiler alert, they all end the same way with me turning off the video. But they have access to them. So kids can, scroll through, different portions if they want to watch certain sections again, or if they want to hear directions again, or the notes again. They're there. They can do that. Okay. So that's the conferences, the live sessions, and how to access old sessions. All right. So next thing I want to show you is the modules. This is where I organize my class. Okay. This is where I have our daily activities, and it keeps track of everything we've done. So in this particular case, I have a module for each unit that we're going to study. We are in Unit 1, all right, in both my classes. And if you just scroll down, we go closer and closer to present day. So here's what we did week 1, here's week 2, week 3, week 4, and you can see week 5 down here as we are approaching week 5. Kids haven't seen this part yet because I'm going to post that later, but that's where we are. So a couple things about the modules, right? You have access to all the homework assignments, but not just the homework assignments. You have access to basically what we did that day. So if you look here, you see a PDF. Here's a PDF. You scroll up, there's more PDFs. These are basically the different presentations I've done while we were doing our live session. So if you click on one of these, it will show you kind of what we did on that particular day. So I always start a class with a target question, okay, and the kids know how to get to that and do that, and then we discuss the target question. We start going over some of the classroom agenda items that we were going to go, right? We always discuss our learning targets. We go into going over articles or going over the activities we did so that we have an understanding of what the purpose was. I try to make it as user-friendly as possible. And you can see here that most of that I do just to help with my own organization, but I know it'll help with the students too. So the point of this is that students shouldn't have to take a tremendous amount of notes during my live sessions. They should take some. As I told my own son who's in high school, I said, yeah, you're virtual and everything's on the computer, but you should have a notepad and a pencil. And every time a teacher says, you got to do this by this time, you write that down, right? And you keep track of the things you have to do. Stay organized so that you can, be better prepared for what you have to do in the near future. So that's been working out. So kids should have some stuff to write down, but typically I'm going to provide at least a PDF version of what we did in the live session, okay? So I'm going to go back to the modules. Now, you will also see target checks, all right? Every Friday, I have a target check. This is a formative assessment, which means I am not counting it towards their grade. It's just a record for them to kind of see how they're doing on our learning targets. It's also a record for me to kind of see how they're doing, keep track of it. Target checks you can retake them. Okay, and if you look at this here, you can see here's the week 1 and 2 retake makeup. Here's the week 3 retake or makeup, right? And then week 4 was just this past Friday, September 27th. That's the most recent target check. They will have an opportunity to retake it this coming Friday if they so choose to do that. The goal of a target check is to get a 3 or higher, all right, on all the learning targets. If a student has a 3 or higher, they have the option to retake assessments if they choose to do so, okay? So they have to be on top of their target checks. If they don't get a 3, they should immediately start making plans to retake it the following Friday, all right? And if it doesn't work out that following Friday, they can probably retake it again, right? As you can see here, I still have week 1 and 2 target check up on the list. So kids can retake target checks. Now, once we take the unit exam, we have a window of time where the kids have to get their target checks in order if they're not, and then the assessment redone, usually about 2 weeks. And after that, once we kind of reach that 2-week part after the assessment, target check grades are sealed, your assessment's sealed, unit 1's kind of pretty much written in stone at that point, earth science. So anyways, contact information for me, the best way to contact me is you can notify me through Canvas if you are a parent that is, I don't know what they call it, where you watch your student different classrooms. If you pair up there and you're on Canvas, you can notify me directly through there. You can email me, mike.bause@fbsk12.net. You could call the school phone and we'll leave a message, which will then send me an email. That will also work. And that's about it. Let me see. What else do I need to do? Students, every single week, they should be checking their announcements, reading over the agendas, and preparing for the week. Thank you, folks. I appreciate the time. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. It's been fantastic seeing you folks. Feel free to email me or whatever you would like to do if you have any questions. And I am so thankful that your kids are in my class. So we've been having fun. I've been having fun, and I think your kids are too. And I think we're going to have a great semester. All right. Thanks, everybody.